united the cell. Removing the mucus, the cell unites again. And then, to maintain that level, you have to feed the patient large doses of iron phosphate, not ferrous oxide. Iron phosphate. And I don't know anywhere in America that says that. But sickle cell is when the same mucus that breaks down the cells in the nasal passage that cause sinusitis has now broken down the blood plasma and break it into a sickle. And now we have to replace the mineral that has been lost. And because iron phosphate, iron incidentally, is the only magnetic mineral in the planet. Being magnetic, it pulls other minerals to it. So therefore, when you take iron, you take all others proportional balance. So when they take this iron, they begin to see result in less than 5 minutes.
Malt liquor, what damage is that doing to, we have a lot of brothers who are drinking 40s and, you know, that we're just being sold this particular drink. What is happening in the body? What is happening to the mind when you consume that?
The liver is damaged. Malt liquor is made with what? Barley. And they use also another substance in the yeast. And isn't yeast the seat for infection? They call it what? Chlamydia. Yeast is the bed for disease. But again, since we have not had scientists, researchers, as they're called, to come forth with the proper research or study, we fall short. We're vulnerable. We are vulnerable. I mean, I just came to New York 10 years ago, and they were drinking carrot juice. Carrot juice? Well, it tells me something. And they're eating beans in the name of health. That tells me that something is wrong. So therefore, we have to stop it. The brother that came from D.C., there was a war on AIDS, and I was taken to Manhattan. War on AIDS. Well, I had the bomb. I went. Dr. Barbara Justice and Dr. Prince disregarded me. And then they said, Dr. Alim is coming from Washington. I said, the Muslim brother? They said, yes. I said, he's coming with a very special message. I said, yes. What is he coming to tell us? That AIDS kill black people. I said, we needed to hear that from Dr. Alim. Because we were totally oblivious to that fact. But the question I'm going to ask about Dr. Alim, is he a Muslim? They said, yes. Well, what does a Muslim that follows Allah doing, practicing the medicine of Iblis that they call the devil? There is a contradiction.
Well, halal.
Yeah. Dr. Sebi, what can we do as folks here in this country who are concerned, that have some semblance of consciousness? What can we do here to help you get the message across to the people who need to know, to the people who need this kind of information and cure? What can we do here to help you to expound the greatness of medicine that you're giving to us?
When the Japanese scientist said that he worked with the immune system, all of Japan got behind him. He didn't ask them. They got behind him. And he got the Nobel Peace Prize for only working with the immune system. We don't work with the immune system. We cleanse the immune system. When the Jews in Israel needed help, they didn't come asking help us. They send the help. So you ask me, what could I say to the black race of America that would help the USHA research? I don't know. If they help me, fine. If they don't help me, still fine. I don't know.
All donations.
That's on you. That's on the black populace. That's not on us. We did our job.
Anybody got another question? Yeah. Excuse me.
I would like to ask Dr. Sebi about cancer. Explain how cancer gets started in the body.
The same way a common cold started. In any part of the body, any way cancer appears, it means that there is a condition that has manifested over and above because it has been progressively getting worse unattended or unknowing. There's no difference with cancer and a common cold. The mucus in the nose stayed a long time, they call it sinusitis. And after they begin to eat the cells, they call it cancer. And that's whether in the reproductive organ, in the breast, in the head, in the brain, in the eye, wherever. It's all mucus.
You've heard of Dr. Torrey from Chicago. Well, he teaches about the worms in the body, how they got there, what cyst is made of, because he says that the worms have to doo-doo in your body, and that's where you get these cysts and things like that. You heard of that?
I disagree with that. A cyst, when you open a cyst, inside of the cyst, all you find is... That's all you find. But I can't challenge anyone or anything, but I do know this, that Dr. Torrey has compounds that I know came from the Caucasian books.
So in other words...
Donald Torrey,
the cysts are...
from Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
That's who groomed him.
Right.
The white boys groomed him.
So in other words, you're saying that that's a protection.
What's the protection?
When the cyst, because you said it's got carbon in it.
No, calcium carbonate. Hardened. The mucus has hardened, and now it is growing.
And that's where you get cysts and things like that. You heard of that?
I disagree with that. A cyst, when you open a cyst, inside of the cyst, all you find is calcium carbonate. That's all you find. But I can't challenge anyone or anything. But I do know this, that Dr. Torrey has compounds that I know came from the Caucasian books.
So in other words...
Donald Torrey,
the cysts are...
from Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
That's who groomed him.
Right.
The white boys groomed him.
So in other words, you're saying that that's a protection.
What's the protection?
When the cyst, because you said it's got carbon in it.
No, calcium carbonate. Hardened. The mucus has hardened, and now it is growing. And then it's going to burst and eat you up.
So your tonics do what?
My tonics, our tonics, the Usha tonics, the electric food.
To this.
We reduce it. Didn't you see at Usha Research when the lady passed the tumor?
I did.
And it was in the refrigerator?
I was there.
Thank you very much.
She brought it in.
She brought it in a bottle. And we put it in the freezer, a tumor, this size.
I saw it.
How'd they come out? Just passed out of her...
That's the only way it's supposed to come out.
Well,
so you're right. Our bodies don't have zippers, so any cleansing is supposed to come out through the regular holes, the nose, the mouth, the...
Like Taurus Henderson.
The anus.
Taurus Henderson, Chicago, Illinois, 1990. She had a tumor in her brain. And this is recorded on Channel 21 and Channel 19 in Chicago by Brother Rashid. She passed a tumor through her nose. From her brain. Not only her,
but she was cured.
this Caucasian male from his daughter named Robin Bennett called me and said, my father have a tumor in his brain, a blood clot in his brain. I said, yes. How long would it take you to take it off? I said, how long would you allow me? She said, I'll give you a month. I said, what about 24 hours? She said, you're crazy. I said, of course. But it came off in 24 hours. And she wrote me a letter, and I have that letter.
Out of notes.
More than black people come to you. And right now, in terms of Honduras, who are the folks who are coming to you?
Mexicans, Norwegians, South African whites. I don't expect any black from South Africa to come. South African whites, Chileans, Colombians, American, Latin Americans, American, not black America. Black America, down there now is our most beloved professor, George Simmons. And we have this brother from D.C. named Enagic. But the general population of Osha are Latinos and Europeans.
I would like to come down to the country and do a research, or because we're called African Information Communications, and anything that concerns our people, no matter what it is, and health should be very important. So I'd like to come down and see you in your environment, so to speak.
Gladys Rodriguez did.
Who?
Gladys Rodriguez. Gladys Rodriguez is a Latin American from Santo Domingo.
Okay.
This woman saw me on Univision, which is the Latin American International Network. You know something, the Latinos put me in the international network. Gladys saw it, and the very next day she went down to Honduras. In fact, she had the counsel from Honduras in trouble, had him fired, because he was giving her a hard time. She went down to Honduras, got her compound, came back, and saw what Ush is about. She was in the village. No question asked. That's Latino. But an American black person have a problem going to Honduras.
Well, I don't have a problem.
No, what most do.
I mean, that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah. They ask about, is it possible? What's going to happen? Where am I going? Hold it now.
But they can run to Kentucky Fried, White Castle.
Sure, but that's not our fault.
Powell Theater, and everywhere else.
But South African go all the way from Africa, and Norwegians from Oslo. Nina went down there with her tumors, and her tumor was passed. And not only that, when she got back to Norway, the doctor said, the doctor in Honduras did remove your tumors, but there's something else that he removed. Your infantile diabetic condition is gone too. You didn't know that? Well, I didn't tell him I had diabetes. That is also cured. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy that you did this interview, and I hope that in the future that there will be more participation of black people